On the heels of Hillary Clinton's email firestorm, one of our country's most decorated war heroes, former CIA Director David Petraeus, has agreed to plead guilty to spilling classified secrets to his mistress, Paula Broadwell.
But was his plea deal a government overreach, and will Hillary Clinton get the same treatment? Let's ask those questions to Fox News' senior judicial analyst, Andrew Napolitano. Judge, first off, on the deal itself, what was he charged with? What did he plead to?
Okay, he was charged with keeping classified secrets after he left the military, after he left the CIA, in a desk drawer in his house, unsecured, after he had signed a piece of paper saying he no longer had these and he returned them. The secrets he was accused of keeping were black loose-leaf notebooks that had his daily diary and the classified documents in there that pertained to his various appointments. The originals of that stayed with the CIA, so these were copies of it. Mm-hmm. He was not accused of sharing these secrets with his mistress. He did not plead guilty to that. He only pleaded guilty to the lowest level crime possible. It's actually a misdemeanor. It's not even a felony, meaning it won't affect his pension.
Really?
But it obviously affects his reputation, his credibility, and his legacy.
Surely. And, you know, doing that is definitely against the law, but you say it's overreach, and this is an administration that really cracks down on leakers. Just look at James Rosen.
Exactly.
He's not a leaker.
No.
He's a journalist.
No, they egregiously invaded James Rosen's privacy to look for his source, not to look for him. Who was the alleged leaker? Look, to Mrs. Clinton, to your question. If she kept classified information on her personal email account, say, for example, the plans to seize and kill Osama bin Laden, that's the very same thing that General Petraeus is about to plead guilty to, keeping classified materials on a non-government place, non-secured, unapproved by the government. Will they prosecute her?
No.
Of course not.
Does the fact that she had a security clearance mean anything? She's writing a biography on him. She said, Paula Broadwell. She had a top security clearance herself. Would that have relaxed the general?
Okay, there's 3 levels of security clearance. The general, Mrs. Clinton, the president, obviously have the highest. I don't know what level Mrs. Broadwell had. In the recitation of facts in the case, which General Petraeus agreed to, it talks about his relationship to this person, but yet the government did not charge him with that. It did not charge him with lying to the FBI. It did not charge him with signing a false document. It did not charge him with espionage. It did not charge him with giving away national secrets. It only charged him with keeping national secrets in an unlocked desk drawer in his house after he left the CIA.
And the prosecution, the government has suggested probation and a $40,000 fine, but this judge is going to ultimately decide who'd actually send him to prison.
Theoretically, and I've taken so many guilty pleas in my prior work, theoretically, the judge can deviate from the guilty plea. But when the government says 2 years probation and the defendant says 2 years probation, it'd be very unusual.
Right.
In my view, if I may, the general is a national hero if ever we have had one. This prosecution had to be personally approved by the President of the United States.
Sure.
The definition of crime is harm. No one was harmed by those documents innocently sitting in a desk drawer.
Took him 2 years to find that out.
Yes.
All right, Judge, thank you very much.
You're welcome.